Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to walk us through the new NDP, provincial NDP platform. 22-page slide presentation here. We're going to go through, I guess we'll call it the quick Coles Notes version. Nice executive summary there. Alright, goal number 1, increase minimum wage to $15 an hour. Get serious about early learning and childcare. We want universal childcare. We want a universal basic income. Nobody who works should have to suffer in poverty. Collaborate with the Public Utilities Board. Develop a realistic rate mitigation plan. Muskrat Falls has obviously gone over budget, and there's some serious concerns about provincial debt. Remove provincial sales tax on menstrual products. Reinstate the home heating rebate. Improve energy efficiency programs. Keep the tuition low for the students. We need more affordable housing for seniors. Food production system. We've heard a lot about food security. Definitely need to meet with the experts on that. Stop the CERB clawback from families on income support. Make sure everybody's getting enough money to at least pay the rent and get their food. Keep the heat bills paid. Healthcare. We heard stories about overtime and burnout. We need more permanent staff. The part-time, the overtime, that's a band-aid solution that just doesn't work. Home care for seniors and persons with disabilities. Long-term care. Yes, it seems to be the future. People want to be able to live at home, so let's give them the help they need. Access to dental care, we've talked about that a lot. Prescription drugs, a lot of people can't afford them. We need to change that. We need to be prepared for the next crisis. COVID-19 hit. I don't know that we were ready for that. Mental health needs to become a higher priority. Medical transportation. People in Labrador apparently have to spend thousands of dollars up front to travel for healthcare. That makes it difficult to access said healthcare. Diversified economy that respects our environment and builds a better future. We can't just rely on oil and gas forever. We don't want to leave those people in the industries hanging. We need a transition process as we transition away from oil and gas into a more environmentally friendly energy production. We won't leave those workers hung out to dry, but we don't want to just keep propping money into the oil companies. Fishing. Bringing our fisheries into the 21st century. Make fish price negotiation fair for our harvesters. Develop an aquaculture industry, but do it right. Invest in public infrastructure, roads, buildings, etc. Eliminate the small business tax. Everyone asks about the $15 minimum wage. How are we going to afford to pay that? Well, for small business, we're going to lower your taxes. Pay equity legislation. Women are still earning 37% less money than men, and that's a concern. Enact anti-replacement worker legislation and reinstate card-based certification. Create an independent offshore safety regulator. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of industries that are regulating themselves, and that opens the door for bias. Arts, culture, tourism, all on our radar. Cleaner environment. Give municipalities a seat at the table. Revitalize our rural communities. Create a framework for regional services. We often hear about people outside the overpass saying we're not included in these decision makings. Well, we want you at the table. Make driving electric an easier choice. Electric cars seems to be the wave of the future. More funding for women's centers and gender-based violence. Reopen the Labrador Affairs Office. Can't believe they closed that. Immigration retention. Yeah, and continue to invest in education. Science, engineering, technology, mathematics. Reconciliation for the Indigenous folks up all over the province. Get connected. Yeah, it's shocking that the internet is still not accessible in parts of the province. Transportation, food security. Fixing the broken political system. I think this is a big one. Electoral reform is definitely something we need to look at. First past the post doesn't always work. Scrutinize the P3s, absolutely. Public-private partnership. Let's make sure we're getting our bang for our buck if we're going to do that. Modernize the Elections Act. Let municipalities have a little bit more power and authority in how they run elections. Well, there you have it. The NDP Platform in 7 minutes. nl.ndp.ca if you want to read the whole thing.